السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته أعزائي طلبة بريب 2 or grade 8. هنكمل في الفيديو ده النص التاني من unit 1 lesson 1 which is factorizing quadratic trinomial in the form of ax power 2 plus bx plus c. In the previous video we knew how can we factorize an expression by the highest common factor HCF or the expression in the form of x power 2 plus ax plus b. Remember that a and b are two coefficients or two constants. But remember, the HCF or the highest common factor is a primary step in any factorizing. So it means we are looking for the highest common factor first. To factorize any expression, first look for the HCF. If there is no HCF, then go to the next step according to the type of the factorize, as we will see in the next lessons. Now, let's remember how can we factorize the expression in the form of x power 2 plus ax plus b. Example, x power 2 minus 10x plus 16. We said we need to factorize 16. 1 multiply 16. 2 times 8. 4 times 4. And x power 2 is x multiply x. Now, we need a case of them. We need a case of them which their sum is 10. 1 and 16, their sum is 17, not 10. 2 and 8, their sum is 10, then it's what we're looking for. Now, the factorizing will be in this form. X will be x and x, and 16 will be 2 multiply 8. If the absolute number, the coefficient of the absolute number has a positive sign, then the two signs will be the same like the middle term. Then it will be two negative numbers. Now, the new lesson is factorizing a quadratic trinomial in the form of ax power 2 plus bx plus c. Notice what the difference is. The first term, which is x power 2, has a coefficient, not one like the previous form. Now, to factorize this form, you have two methods, formal method and the informal method. But before performing any of them, you have to look for the highest common factor first. If there is no highest common factor, then begin to perform the steps. The two examples, the same example. Now, let's learn how to factorize a quadratic trinomial in the form of ax power 2 plus bx plus c. But don't forget, the primary step is find the highest common factor among the three terms. There is no any common factor between the three terms, then we will start to perform our steps. First, we need to factorize 6. 1 times 6. 2 times 3. Two cases. And we need to factorize the first term 2, which is 3x times x. And now we want to find any probability to find the required, which is the middle term. There are 4 probabilities. 3x x, that is the factorizing of the first term, and 1 with 6, 6 with 1, 3 with 2, 2 with 3. Let's make the crossing multiply because the two means and the two extremes, like we will see after a minute. 3x multiply 6 equal 18x. X multiply 1 equal x. The difference between them is 7? No. Then this is not working. Now the other probability. Crossing multiply. 3x multiply 1 equal 3x. x multiply 6 equals 6x. The difference between them is 7. No, it's not working too. 3 times 2 equals 6x. X times 3 equal 3x. The difference between them is 7. No, it's not working too. Let's check the last probability. 3x multiply 3 equal 9x. X times 2 equal 2x. Now the difference between them is 7. Yes, that we are looking for. The sign of the absolute number is negative. Then the greatest result must be positive. Which is the greatest result is 9. So 3x multiply x must be positive, and x multiply 2 must be the otherwise, which is negative. Then these two brackets and these are the other two brackets, just like 3x minus 2 and x plus 3. Now you can verify your answer. How? Find the product of the extremes and the product of the means. It will be 9x. 3x multiply 3 and negative 2 multiply x equal negative 2x. Together produces plus 7x. Now let's see the informal method. Let's first take the problem, which is the coefficient with the first term to multiply the last term. That's a multiply. Please remember that, because we will make the division in the end. We make the multiplication in the first, so we will make the division in the end. 3 multiply 6 equal 18. Let's factorize this expression in the form of the first case. 18 equal 1 times 18. 2 times 9. 3 times 6. Which case of them will be the difference between them is 7. Of course, 2 times 9. Then the form will be x and x, 2 and 9, and now the greatest number will be like the middle term, which is adding, and the smaller will be the otherwise. Now we will make the division. In the beginning we made a multiplication by 2 by 3, then we will divide by 3, just like 2 divided by 3 and 9 also divided by 3. 9 divided by 3, it's divisible. 9 divisible by 3, then the result will be 3. And 2 not divisible by 3, then we will take this 3 and put it as a coefficient of x. And the last form will be 3x minus 2 x plus 3. Now let's take some examples. The 4 cases: adding and adding, adding and subtracting, 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 subtracting and adding. First, the primary step. The primary step is find a common factors. There is no common factors. There is no common factors. There is no common factors, and also there is no common factors. Then we will perform our steps. First, we will factorize the first and the last term. 1 times 1, no other probability, and 2x times x. Then there is just one probability. Let's check it in the crossing multiply. 2x multiply 1 equal 2x. X multiply 1 equal x. The sum of them is 3, and that's right. Then these are my brackets and my brackets. Adding, then the two brackets will be like the middle symbol, and this is the last form. 2x plus 1 and x plus 2. Let's make the steps in the second example. First, we have to factorize the first and the last term. 2 times 1, there is no other probability. 5y times y, also there is no. Now let's find the probabilities. Two probabilities. 5y times 2, y times 1. 5y times 2 equal 10y. Y multiply 1 equal y. The sum of them is 7. No, it doesn't work. Now let's check the other probability. 5y multiply 1 equal 5y. 2 times y equal 2y. Is their sum 7? Yes, their sum is 7. Then that is what we are looking for. Now the absolute number is positive, then the two signs will be the same like the middle term. Then the new form will be 5y minus 2, y minus 1. The third example, we will factorize 7 and 6a power 2. 7 equal 1 times 7. There is no other probability. Now a multiply 6a and 2a multiply 3a. Let's find the probabilities. We have 4 probabilities. Let's check them and figure out which one of them will be the difference between them will be 19. First, crossing multiply. 6a multiply 7 equal 42a. 1 multiply a equal a. The difference between them not 19, it doesn't work. Now 6 multiply 1. 6a multiply 1 equal 6a. A multiply 7 equal 7a. The difference between them not 19, it doesn't work. 2a multiply 1 equal 2a. 3a multiply 7 equal 21a. Yes, the difference between them is 19. Then that is what we are looking for. We are not in need to check the last one because we have what we're looking for. Now our two brackets is 2a7, 3a1. Difference, it means one of them is plus and the other is minus. The greatest result will be like the middle. The greatest is 21, which is 3a multiply 7 will be negative. It means that is the negative, and that is the otherwise, which is positive, just like that. Now the last one, factorizing 3, 1 times 3. Factorizing a z power 2, z and 8z. 2 times 4, 2z and 4z. Let's find the probabilities. 4 probabilities also. Let's check them out. 8z multiply 3 equal 24z. Z multiply 1 equal z. The difference between them is 2z. No, it is not working. Now 8 times 1 equal 8z. Z times 3 equal 3z. The difference between them 2. No, it doesn't work. 2. Let's figure the third. 2z multiply 1 equal 2z. 4z multiply 3 equal 12z. The difference between them is 2. No, it's 10. Let's check the last one. 2z times 3 equal 6z. 4z multiply 1 equal 4z. The difference between them is 2. Yes. Now the greatest result will be plus, which is 6. 2z multiply 3 will be positive, and the otherwise on the other side. Then our two brackets and the other two brackets will be in the form of 4z plus 3 and 2z minus 1. General examples on lesson 1. The primary step is find a common factors. Is there any common factors? Yes. 3 is a common factor among the 3 terms. Now we will take 3 as a common factor. 3 is a common factor. 3 divided by 3 equal 1, not written. X power 2 divided by nothing will be x power 2, plus 18 divided by 3 equal 6, x divided by nothing equal x, minus 48 divided by 3 equal 16. Now we will factorize this expression as the first form. We will factorize the last term, just the last term. 1 times 16, 2 times 8, 4 times 4. Which case of them? The difference between them is 6. 1 times 16, the difference not 6. 2 times 8, yes, the difference is 6. Then the new form will be x will be x and x, and 16 will be 2 and 8. The absolute number is negative, then the two signs will be different. The greatest will be like the middle term with plus, and the other will be the otherwise. Now, the second example. The primary step is find a highest common factor or any common factor. Is there any common factor? Of course, there is a common factor, which is x, just x. Then we will take x as a common factor. X power 3 will be x power 2, x power 3 divided by x power 3 divided by x equal x power 2. 3 divided by 1, not written. 3 divided by 1 equal 3. X power 2 divided by x equal x, minus 28 x divided by x equal 1, not written. Now this is expression in the first form. We will factorize the last term only. 28 equal 1 multiply 28, 2 times 14, and finally 4 times 7. Which case the difference between them is 3. It's the last one. Then the form will be x will be x and x, negative. Then the two signs will be different. The greater will be in the same with like the middle term, then it will be negative and the other will be positive. The last one, find the highest common factor. Yes, there is a common factor, but look and concentrate. There is a mistake. Notice what? The order of the expression is different. Then we have to rearrange them descendingly, beginning with the greatest power. Then we will make them the greatest power, which is 2 in the beginning, and the power of 1 will be in the middle, and the absolute number will be in the end, just like to be in the form of the two forms we have studied in this lesson. Now look for the highest common factor. 15, 25, 10. Now the highest common factor is 5. That's right. 5. 15 divided by 5 equal 3. M power 2 plus 25 divided by 5 equal 5. M minus 10 divided by 5 equal 2. Now this is the second form. We will factorize the first and the last term. 2, 1 multiply 2. 3m power 2 equals 3m and m. Now let's find the probability. There are two probabilities. Check the first. 3m multiply 4 equals 6m. 1 multiply m equal m. The difference between them is 5. Yes, then that's we are looking for. We are not in need to factorize or to check the last one. Then the absolute number is negative. Then the two signs will be different. The greatest result will take the middle term. The greatest result is 6m. Now this is the positive and the other is the negative, and these are my brackets and these are my other brackets. The new form will be 5 is the highest common factor, 3m minus 1 m plus 2. أتمنى أن أنا أكون أفدتكم، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.